Broadcasting live from the Business Radio X studios in Atlanta, Georgia, it's time for Atlanta Business Radio, spotlighting the city's best businesses and the people who lead them.
And we are back with GSU ENI Radio, a very special edition of Atlanta Business Radio. We are broadcasting live down here from Georgia State University's Entrepreneurship and Innovation Institute. Stone Payton Lee Cantor here with you. Lee, we're kind of hitting our stride. We had that first episode with the folks from Cuba.
I know, that was amazing.
It's a hard act to follow. As, you know, I don't want to get anybody in this room nervous, but that was kind of a tough act to follow, don't you think?
I think so.
All right, but this time we're going to get a chance to visit with some folks with the Main Street Entrepreneurship Seed Fund. Am I saying that right?
You got all the words.
All right, good enough. Well, first up in this episode, please join me in welcoming to the broadcast Miss Umama?
You got
Am I saying that right?
Umama Kibria.
All right. So, yes, tell everyone your full name and what you're doing, a little bit about the fund. Get us caught up.
All right. Hey, guys. So excited to be on. Thanks for having me. I'm Umama Kibria, the founder and CEO of SweatPack. Our application helps connect people to group workouts and sports leagues. So it's a cool new way of meeting people, being active, and staying accountable. And it's awesome to be in the Main Street Entrepreneurship Seed Fund this year because what they've done here is created a program with 21 amazing seed and startup companies that really just need Atlanta's support in being able to grow and really bring traffic and talent to Atlanta. And so they've done an amazing job recruiting companies and giving programming and resources. And that nice $10,000 seed fund check was very helpful. But I really think it comes down to the mentorship. I've already seen MK, the leader of the program, come out and support us. I was at Startup Runway and at Venture Atlanta, and I had the amazing support of this fund there.
So how'd you find out about it?
I actually found out through Atlanta Tech Village. So I was in the pre-accelerator program there, the It Takes a Village cohort. Mm-hmm. And so all of it is diversity inclusion programming for minority entrepreneurs. And so they're always offering resources and let us know about the Main Street Entrepreneurship Seed Fund, as well as my friend Shihan. He told me about it. So what I think is so great about that Atlanta ecosystem is we're all genuinely there to help each other. So we're telling each other about all the different programs going on and sharing resources.
So tell us about SweatPack, how you serving folks.
Yeah. So what we're doing at SweatPack is we're bringing in an innovative new approach to getting people to use their gym membership. So I'm going to ask you, do you have a gym membership?
I do.
Do you use it?
Oh, I do.
Okay, that's great. But what we've learned is 1 in 5 Americans have a gym membership. 67% of them don't use it. Typically, it's because most people don't know what activities they enjoy or just lack the accountability. Now, what I've learned through my personal fitness journey is the most important part about starting a fitness routine is having other people that will hold you accountable. Not necessarily showing up to do it with you, but feeling like you're belonging and that you're getting results. And so what our program does, it's kind of like Airbnb. You come on, it's a two-sided marketplace. Gyms, trainers are hosts. They can host their sweat packs, and then people come on and join a team based on their goal, based on their availability and price range. So we really make it flexible for everyone to find a fitness team for their goals. So now they could join a yoga team, flag football team, or soccer team.
So say I join a yoga team.
Yeah.
So now I go to my gym by myself and my team doesn't go with me, or we're all going together. We're virtually connected, or are we actually in real life connected?
Physically connected. So that's the beauty of our platform is we're actually connecting people to come and meet in person using the technology to get them there. But we really narrow it down. It's not just a yoga team that shows up. It's, hey, this is Business Radio X entrepreneurs. There's 6 people in my sweat pack that we know every Monday at 7 p.m. We're committed to this yoga team for the next 8 weeks. So it's got that accountability drawn
So
in.
how does that kind of the facility that I'm at, kind of how do I join to just show up there once a week?
So that's what the platform is for. So they would search through different teams. They could even create their own team if they're a team leader, and they would select a gym that works with their goals and price point. And then our back-end management system takes care of the gym software and communication and making sure we get it booked out for them. So gyms love us because we're bringing them consistency and volume with memberships,
right.
But then members love us because we're we're connecting them with people with common interests and making sure they actually make use of their memberships.
Now, how is this different than something like ClassPass?
Yeah. So ClassPass is great because it offers that flexibility of being able to hop around, right? We're really focusing more on the connection piece and the consistency piece. What I've learned through my personal fitness journey is that we really need people to be able to show up, right? So we connect people through teams, and the team atmosphere is what really differentiates us because you belong. It's like, did you guys play any sports growing up?
Yes.
Okay. So with sports teams, right? Growing up, we had that type of accountability, but also people that knew that we were supposed to be there and we belonged to them, common goal. But, as adults, we don't have that anymore. And graduating college, moving to a new city, or going through a breakup or divorce, those are big life-changing moments, and we want connection the most then. So what we do is offer fitness as a solution to those connection problems.
So now, what was the impetus for this? Was this personal for you?
Yeah. Actually, it was Georgia State that caused this problem for me.
Caused this problem.
Yeah. So I graduated college and I was like, I was in a sorority. I was always like club president.
You were in a Georgia State University sorority.
Yes, I was a Phi Mu here. And so sorority life, that had a lot to do with how I felt like I belonged when I came to college. So once I graduated, I was like, what do I do now? I don't have any friends. I've lost my
What happened to your friends?
I was just growing up, and I felt like a lot of my friends were still kind of stagnant in that college phase, but I felt like I deserved more. And I used fitness as a way of trying to find control back in my life and find this passion. And I started sharing this journey on Instagram privately, just as a way of connecting with people with that certain interest. And over the past 4 years, I've worked out at over 429 gyms across the U.S. and connected with over 100,000 people on social media. So it was a way for me to organically feel connected.
So how
and
you were just
problem.
showing up at the gym saying, I want a day pass or something?
I want a day pass. Well, most of these gyms, it's first class free. Or if I slid into their DM on Instagram, they'd give me a free membership for a day, or I'd go with a friend. So these people I met through Instagram became my real life friends. But I realized I was more willing to go out there and meet these people and make those connections, start these events. But other people didn't have that luxury and that same user experience with Instagram. So what SweatPack does is help create that community off-site, off of Instagram or Facebook groups. And so it's really through my own journey. And I started these events selfishly because I wanted new friends. Yeah, for me. But what I realized in hindsight is, wow, everyone else needs these. But our events we were doing once a month as pop-ups. And people were like, I'd love to have this every week, but like consistently in my schedule.
So at that point, you were like, let me build a platform.
Exactly.
So now, how'd you find the technologists to help you with that, or were you that?
So right now I am the front-end developer for our team, and I have a full back-end development team that's working on our mobile application release this winter. So working in development right now, but honestly, we're fully functional on our web platform right now, revenue generating, and we saw a lot of excitement within Venture Atlanta when we were there, and so we're really ready to grow come January.
So now, how did you so you got the initial customers or people using the platform through your Instagram kind of community that you built prior. And then what's your biggest challenge right now?
Yeah, so right now it's really just onboarding our influencers. The way that our model is so different is just like I was the influencer for our team that
you were the catalyst.
I was the catalyst. Right. So we realized that person is so important in every team that we get. But influencer isn't just someone with a social media following. It could be you guys who just has, you guys are influencers.
You sound very shocked that it could be us.
No, it is you guys. I know. You guys you are influencers.
I don't know.
Think about it. Everyone that's listening, if you said, hey guys, I have 5 spots open to come play baseball with me Tuesday evenings, don't you think you'd get 5 people to sign up for you?
I know. Stonewood.
Absolutely. Right. Both you guys. Look, you guys are captains.
I'm a social magnet.
Look at that. Who wouldn't want to be around you? But we realize onboarding that experience for the influencer or the team leader, we have to make sure we're taking care of them as well. So we're trying to figure out either a revenue split model for them or what's going to help them be able to grow their businesses within our platform as well. Right. Like an Airbnb host.
Now, for you, getting this going, was it when you were traveling to those 400 gyms, was it always in the back of your head that, hey, I'm going to build a business around this? Or was that you just kind of being a wanderer, kind of meandering around?
A little bit of both. So I've always known entrepreneurship was in my blood. I started Greek Council here at Georgia State University and all these other clubs. So I knew that was going to be what I was going to do. When I started gym hopping, first it was initially selfish because I just wanted to test my own strength.
So it wasn't for a business. It was always just for fitness.
It was, but then I started my marketing agency 3 years ago.
So you have a marketing agency
I had a marketing agency where I worked with Nike, Under Armour, the biggest LA Fitness, Equinox, the biggest brands in the fitness industry, handled their digital marketing and event marketing. So I understood their concerns from the B2B side and then the B2C side. So really the platform was a culmination of both problems being solved in one place.
And then, so what's your dream of this? How does the story end?
The story ends with everyone feeling, first of all, decreasing those mortality rates, making sure people are finding the right health and fitness resources for their goals, and then increasing connection. So really on a global platform, getting that out there.
So now, is this primarily in America right now, or is this going to be international?
So definitely international. I already have team leaders signed up all across the world. So it's really just about getting the technology set so that it can scale. But we're focusing right now heavily on Atlanta before we get to that growth point.
Now, how are you addressing some of the in-the-home equipment and platforms that are developing, like through Peloton and things like that?
Yeah, I think on-demand fitness is on the rise right now. But with that comes that loneliness factor, which is what we come in and solve, which is, hey, come and do your workouts at home 4 days out of the week, 1 day of the week, commit to SweatPack. And that's your social life.
And so you're not kind of running away from that. It's just part of the platform.
Absolutely. So I'm actually talking to people over at Peloton and Mirror because I know that is a perfect partnership for all of us. And Lululemon, we've already worked with Lululemon. Lululemon just invested in Mirror. So I know there's a lot of opportunities here.
Now, what do you need more of right now? Is this self-funded, or you have investors?
So we are self-funded right now. I've been very fortunate to win a lot of grants and opportunities through Atlanta, but we are looking to do a raise in the spring. So we're excited for that.
So now, if somebody wanted to learn more, get on the platform, what are the coordinates?
Yeah, so check us out at sweatpack.co as the website, or on Twitter, sweatpack_co, or hit me up on Instagram. That's the best way to stay in contact with me, smallandstrong.fit.
That was like a double espresso, man. You're so full of energy, so full of passion. Well, no, I mean, people want to hang out with you, I'm sure, and they want to at least know more about this. Now, surely all the leaders and all your SweatPacks don't quite have the energy that you do they? But it's a good model to follow.
It is, yeah. But, that's why we're doing training sessions to help them build up their brands, too. So they're seeing the benefit of working with us because it's helping them grow their own brands.
Well, I'll bet. I mean, your enthusiasm is contagious.
Thank you.
And I just love the idea. And I have a feeling, Lee, and we know a few around town, but I have a feeling there are some angels and venture capitalists that are going to at least want to explore this opportunity. I think it's fascinating.
Yeah, it's an exciting time.
Absolutely.
Well, and I love that the thread that's holding it all together is connection and engagement. Mm-hmm. I'm particularly drawn to that. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work. Keep us posted.
Absolutely.
And hang out with us for a minute. We're going to visit with another couple of folks from another organization. So Viraj?
Yep.
I'm going to let you kind of open things up. You two work together.
Yes.
And you can tell me in a minute who's the brains, who's the brawn, and all that. But at first, let's let our listeners know mission, purpose. What are you out there trying to do for people? What kind of problem are you trying to solve, or opportunity are you trying to capitalize on here?
So we are coming out with KemNu. It's a social networking app that allows like-minded people to take the activities in a more offline world. So what we're trying to do is we're targeting more of a younger generation who are always on their phone, on the social media, and we want to create a platform that allows them to do a group activities, and at the same time, we are incentivizing them with the KemNu coins so they can get different deals and offers locally. And our tagline says, discover, connect, enjoy. So discover new activities, connect with like-minded people, and enjoy networking with them. And for the problem, which I'll let you go ahead and explain
Absolutely.
that.
So KemNu is an online mobile application that allows local people to connect with each other over fun, exciting activities like water balloon fights, basketball, you name it, dancing, clubbing, going out.
So,
yes.
Where Umama was fitness oriented, yours is broader.
Ours is broader, absolutely. We have more categories. in which local people can choose whatever activity they want to do, find other people in the local area who also enjoy the same activity, send them an invite, and from their end, when they accept the invitation, it creates a group chat. In the group chat, you can decide what you want to do, where you want to go, and all the fun stuff.
So then it allows somebody that's the catalyst for that activity to kind of spread it virally through their network, and then that network can spread it, so then it create a lot of engagement.
Right. Yes, and what we're trying to do, we are integrating a check-in system, so each other has to check in within the group. So whenever you decide, okay, let's meet, we're gonna go see a movie tonight. When everyone do show up, they have to check in, and by that process, we're creating a status on the user profile. So they will say, hey, this user has a 20 check-ins, means that user is so active on the platform, and if I do invite him or her, then they are more likely to show up on these events. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, of course, they're earning KemNu coins, and with those coins, they can redeem the offers. And what we're trying to do, if user redeems, let's say in a month, 20 offers, we are giving a multiplier. So, okay, next month, your point's going to worth 2x more, 3x more. And we're kind of creating a platform to not only interact with user, but, okay, use our platform and go out and do the activity because you're earning points. And that way, it's kind of helps business to grow revenue. And at the same time, it helps users to get out and do these activities in a group.
And then, so the way that I'm getting access to these coins is by doing and being active and having engagement, and I have some influence, allegedly.
Yes.
So there's a rumor I may or may not have influence, but if I had influence, I can get some coins, and then I can use those coins, and maybe my next activity, I will do that activity at the place where I can redeem those coins.
Yeah.
Right. And so some examples could be, let's say you went to 20 activities, you earned 20 coins, right? Now, these coins, you can go to local businesses. It could be Starbucks, could be Pizza Hut. We're still partnering with them. So when you go to these businesses and you can redeem certain things, so for example, one free coffee for 5 coins. When you redeem it, it deducts the coins from your account, but you also get a free coffee. Now, this incentivizes businesses because this person is not going to go there alone. Sometimes they bring other people with them. And when you bring more people, there's more sales for businesses. And in that aspect, businesses can grow as well as the customer is happy.
So now, is this an issue for people? Like, what is drawing me to this? Like, I'm already doing this. I have friends and I'm saying, hey, let's all go to the movies. Why am I going to say, hey, everybody, let's go to the movies, but let's also do it on the app?
So the difference here is, for the app, it's more of local people. It's not your friends specifically. Now, let's say you have friends and they can't go to the movie with you. Now, but you really want to go see that movie. So what do? You go on KemNu, you click on the movie category, you see other people in the area, you send them invites, and when they accept it, you then discuss like, hey, this is the movie.
Oh, so like with strangers?
With strangers, exactly.
Yeah, and the other thing, let's say if you want to do activity with your friends, well, you can still utilize KemNu just to invite your friends who are on the platform, and you can still chat there. And the good advantage is we're giving you free coins just for using the app just to chat. Let's, for example, if you want to do it only with your friends. For me, I travel for work. So whenever I go there, I don't know anyone. So that way, okay, then I can utilize strangers.
Right.
And later on, what we're trying to do is with those points, we're trying to bring in the event system. So KemNu events. So user, let's say, they can pre-plan an activity and put it on within the category. So if a person who does not have the time to invite people and plan that activity, they can request to join that's already pre-planned.
Right, an event that they're interested in.
Yes.
And they can just kind of jump on board with it.
Yeah, you can jump on board, and as a host, they'll have ability to accept or reject the invitation. And then, of course, when they check in, they still earn points, and those events won't be free. They will be like, hey, this event's going to cost you 10 coins. Right. So user can, of course, purchase the coins, or if they already have the balance, they can join the events. And as a host, when they collect all the points, what they can do, they can, of course, redeem the offers and deals locally, or they can get the gift cards such as Amazon gift card or Visa gift card. So
now, what's your background to get, like, how did you guys come together and had the evolution of the business begin?
So me and him were having lunch, and he had his own startup earlier. And then I was like, there are lots of dating apps, and not everyone wants to date, right? And of course, even lots of people use the dating app just to network with them or make new friends. And we didn't see any dedicated platform just to network and do group activities. And lots of younger generation, as I said, they are always on their phones and social media, and there is no in real life interaction going on. So we're like, well, let's try to solve that. And we started in November, and so it's been 8 months now. So that was
12 months. Actually,
12 months?
yeah.
Oh.
Well, the idea was
wasn't-
concepted on a paper napkin in a restaurant.
Right.
We were sitting
So
discussing.
you're friends in real life.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're friends in
And
real
you did
life.
this without an app. You were just became friends.
Yeah. So we were friends from before, and we were sitting in a restaurant. I was telling him about my startup and how it failed the first time. And
what's your background? Are you a developer? You're a salesperson? Or?
I'm a developer.
Okay.
My nature is computer science, but I've also dealt with a lot of business processes and learned more about business through college. And I learned coding online. So the best of both worlds. By going through that path, I think it allowed me to see a bigger picture, a bigger mindset, and that really helped me start my own entrepreneurship type.
And then so you were buddies, and then you were like, "Hey, my thing didn't work out, but I got this knowledge now and maybe some insight." And then you're like, and then you came up with the idea that
Yes.
it's like, "Hey, can you build this thing that does this?"
So, fun thing is, he did his undergrad in BBA from Georgia State, and now he's doing computer science.
Right.
It's his master's program, and I did my undergrad in computer science, and now I'm doing MBA at
Business.
Georgia State.
Right.
So we are kind of opposite.
They're inverse. And then, so now your vision of this is to create a platform that's, are you starting here locally in Atlanta, or are you just going out to the world first?
Right now our apps is on the App Store.
on
We're
the
doing
Apple App
going
Store.
through a soft launch and also doing a public beta testing. Right now we are, have access to around the world. So you can go to any country and you can still download the app and use the app.
And then, but when you go that big so quickly, does that hard to get traction in any one area?
What we're doing is we're doing marketing within Georgia, and I would say
Specifically
Atlanta.
Right, so you're starting small to do.
Yeah,
We're
so
marketing it in Atlanta right now to get a larger user base to do public beta testing.
Right.
To really get to understand the user. What is it that you want? What is it that we can provide value to you? And in that aspect, we can really truly understand our customer mindset and our businesses that we're partnering with, their mindset, to deliver the best possible value and make them have the best experience.
So now, how did you find out about the Main Street Entrepreneurship Seed Fund?
So we've been working with Jackie from past 3 months. So she was the
Jackie
one
here at
Jackie Davis.
GSU,
Yeah.
yeah.
And she's the one. She was telling us that
Hey,
we're
should-
bringing in the program and you definitely should apply. And then she reached out to us through LinkedIn that hey, the applications are open, so go ahead
So
and
you
apply.
applied,
Yep.
and then you got it.
Yeah, we had to go through the interviews and pitch, and yep, they liked our idea and they're like, yep, we're gonna help you.
And now it's game on, right?
Yep.
Right.
So that helped. So now your GSU experience has been very helpful. That opened up doors networking wide and also some revenue and some cash to help you get this thing off the ground.
Definitely.
Now, at this point, it's opened up to the Atlanta folks. Are you getting data now? Do you have users or people participating with it?
Yep. So we have so far we went public like 2 months ago, and we do have 170 users. So they're actively using it, but we're not like actively marketing. It's a word of mouth, and whenever they find out, they'll download it.
Right.
I was talking to the front desk here, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna download it right now."
Right.
So
And that's how
So
it happens.
there seems to be a lot of interest among young millennials and Generation Z. If you look at it, right, if you go to any party, any event, most of these kids are just sitting on the couch on their phones half the time, but they don't actually network. They don't go out. They don't talk. But it's interesting how if you look at statistics and data, it shows that these generations are the loneliest yet the most connected through social media and outreach.
And that is kind of interesting dynamic there, right? To be so connected yet feel so lonely. And then this is kind of going to create that engagement and this in real life connection. Now, do you find that they're okay with being lonely, or they don't want to be lonely and they're looking to create this in real life experience? Because I would think that some of them are just like saying, "Oh, well, that's just the way it is, and I'm not going to get off my couch."
Absolutely. I mean, there are all kinds of people out there, right?
Right.
Some people say, I prefer my couch. Some people say, I want to go out there, make new friends. I just don't know how to do it.
Right.
And there are others who say, hey, I just got this new job in New York. I'm going to move there and I don't know anyone there. How can I network and make new friends? So that's one of the reasons why we built this application, to really help people go out there, network themselves into nicer. Maybe they might get a new job. Maybe they might make new friends. Because if you think about it, right, every friend you've ever made was once a stranger. Now, from that experience, you branch out, you make more new friends. By growing your social network, you are also marketing yourself in a way where people want to come to you for help or advice or anything like that.
So now, as part of your marketing, like Umama is using an influencer strategy, are you doing anything to help kind of get those active people that are going to kind of jumpstart the network?
We're just doing a guerrilla marketing and word of mouth. And our classmates, we both are in school right now. So whenever every semester, we'll just ask permission from the teacher and just kind of pitch it from our class. And if they like it, they'll download it.
And then you find that when you have the opportunity to talk to people about what it can do, then they do it.
Right.
But it's hard to get somebody who isn't familiar with it then to kind of take the leap to do it.
Right.
So you're trying to figure that part out.
Yep.
So it's been more along the lines of just low-cost marketing, just straight up going to networking events, advertising the app, going to local meetups and saying, hey, so this is what I'm doing.
Right.
Get to know about them, make personal connections, and kind of like what Umama did almost 4 years ago, starting that out. So we're doing that kind of right now. So going to events.
So is it self-funded, or you got the money from the fund?
We got the Main Street Fund, and now we are self-funding it.
And then are you looking to raise money, or is this something that you're going to just try to kind of use the users to help fund it?
We are actively talking to one of the angel investor in Atlanta. So whenever we have a chance, we'll have a chance to have a meeting and do a pitch in front of them.
Good stuff. So now if somebody wanted to learn more, is there a website? And I'm sure all the social media coordinates, what are they?
Sure. We have Instagram, Facebook. We have LinkedIn. You can look up KemNu on any of these platforms. KemNu.com.
KemNu.
Yep.
Yes, KemNu.
And then does that stand for something? What's the story?
Yes. So that's my foreign language that I speak. So Kem and Nu, it's two different words. Kem is more of whenever we meet new people, we say, hey, how are you? Right? So that's a Kem, and Nu is for new people. So we combine those two more of whenever you do meet people in person through our platform, it's more of a KemNu, like, hey, hello, how are you? How's it going? So that's where we came up with the name.
It's a slang term for what's up, new person.
What's up, new person. Cool. All right. So one more time, the website.
It's KemNu, KemNu.com.
All right. Well, thank you both for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right. This is Lee Cantor for Stone Payton. We will see you all next time on GSU ENI Radio.